Hello, Professor. This is speech number 3, persuasive. I will be talking on a topic which I find not fair for most people throughout the world. And I find it a little discouraging, I find it disappointing, and sometimes I'm a little angry about. The title of this topic I'm talking about is called What You Know versus Who You Know. And what I find very disappointing or makes me very angry is that nowadays it's not what you know, it's who you know on getting ahead, getting promoted, or just even landing a job, just a regular job. And this kind of topic really makes me angry. It's because there are many times that I've been laid off and I go for job interviews that I know that I am well qualified for this position that I'm going for, and I don't get it. Or sometimes when I do go for a position that a friend has pointed me into the right direction and I go for the interview, I be my usual self and be very bubbly and answer all the right questions, just to find out from my friend that no, I didn't get the job or the position due to somebody else, knowing somebody else getting that position who isn't even qualified for. So this argument or this speech will be my way of trying to persuade my audience or even you on that we shouldn't be putting more emphasis on who you know. It's actually what you know, or what your qualifications should matter in finding a job or getting promoted than other people just knowing a certain somebody, and because they know that certain somebody, they get promoted and they move up the chain, while those people who moves up the chain because they know somebody isn't even qualified, which could hurt the company or the organization they are in. So the 3 examples that I found for this was on this topic was, the first one is the New Jersey Bridge Gate scandal that happened a while back. It has to deal with Chris Christie having faith with other people in his organization, and they shut down the bridge, or actually shut down many lanes to create like a traffic jam, which went on for a few days. But what the big thing that I found in this scandal was that he has hired certain key people who has no experience. And the worst thing is that these key people gets paid by the taxpayer hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, one of his key people easily got $100,000 for 7 years and did not have the qualifications to do this job. Second is an article I found in the Illinois Times newspaper, and they were talking about how their Department of Transportation were hiring people that people knew, or like friends of other members in the department, in the government, in the local government, that had influence or could get people off from like their DUIs, or help smooth certain certain laws that would benefit other people. And basically, there was this daughter of one of the higher ranking members of the Department of Transportation, and she was given a job with no interview. Nobody has like called her up and say, please come down and we would like to interview you for this certain position. Basically, she was given a call saying, please go to this department, and all you do is just sit there and just surf the web. She wasn't given uh, anything to do, just basically just sit there and get a paycheck, and if there was any problems, please call your daddy or call your friend who's higher, who has the position to get things done and help them out. So, and the third one is, third example is J.P. Morgan. But this isn't something within the United States. This is actually an article that was about 2 years ago. J.P. Morgan was investigated by the FCC on hiring people outside the United States, basically in Asia, family members of high-ranking employees within the Asian governments that they were seeking partnerships or basically an office in their certain country. They would hire members, family members, or friends from their government, the people they know in the government, to help them, get less taxes or put pressures on their competitors and so on. So they were investigated for corruptions, and basically after the investigation it went nowhere. But it made it to the news, and unfortunately nothing has happened, but JP Morgan did had to let go of those family members because they did not want to be in the news for too long. So my argument is, or my persuasive argument is, I think we should stop trying to hiring people who knows people who could help, their organization to get ahead. We should try to find people who are well qualified. Granted, they may not know people, but at least give these people a chance. Give these people who are qualified for the position to grow and, make their companies or organization that they represent better, stronger, and something that, will keep the organization from becoming in the news for certain scandals or anything else. Give people a chance who has, the qualifications, instead of just hiring out of the blue these people who has no qualifications. And that's what really annoys me, is because, people like these heads of companies shouldn't be hiring people who has no experience and giving them high paying jobs, while people who has the experience are like struggling to find a job. So I think we should stop going toward like who we know, but basically focusing our time and efforts on people who are qualified and give them a job, and just promote those kind of people who, if they do a great job, promote from within, instead of just hiring people who has no experience and just because they know a certain somebody. So hopefully this persuasive speech does give an idea that, or spark an idea that we should give people a chance who are qualified than people who aren't qualified but just knowing people. Thank you, Professor, and I did learn a lot, and have a great day.